And welcome back to another episode of Disciplined Stoners. I'm your host, 11.
My name is Winnie.
And we are the gateway drug to mindfulness. And today, we're near the window now.
Yeah, we decided, hey, why don't we do a little spring funness on this beautiful sunny day? And now here we are.
It's transparent. It's our whole thing of just being super transparent, you know?
I like that.
You know,
we did clean this window behind us.
Yeah.
Right before this.
Just to make it more clear.
Yeah. So you're welcome for that.
And to be more clear on what I mean by transparent is I've been really enjoying. I want to start off with this. I actually thought about this. Ralph, I've been super enjoying as well as hating being transparent, being authentic, and being super honest. And here's what I mean. Like, we went to the great after party for Canna Expo, and when we first got there was an issue with the address, so we Ubered across town and then had to Uber back, and I was just in a foul mood. I was just pissed off of that inconvenience. And we went into the place, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get on the right wave. So I rushed to Matt at Sheesh. I knew they were gonna be there. And also Dope Cocktails was there. It was a good party. It was a great party.
It was super fun.
So I went and got myself some snacks and drinks. I knew I had to do that. But as I was doing that, I bumped into my buddy Ramulus, his truffles. He's a truffle guy. And he's such a beautiful guy. And we've been such warm friends throughout, like, I would rap at the chef battles. And we became buddies through Joe Friday. And
Long time.
We'd, like, and a lot of warm memories and feelings. And he came up to me like, hey, buddy. But I was just not in that frequency to give what was being expected of me through my own personality and character traits, which I love as being like this positive guy. But like, if it's performing, it's hurting me. And if it's hurting me, it's going to hurt you. Like eventually, like if I'm faking it, you know? So when you give others...
there's no legs for your relationship to stand on.
Yeah, there's no honesty. So I just turned around, and it was so crazy to see like the confusion on his face. He was like, are you recognizing me? I'm like, hey bro. And I'm like, and I turned around and explained right away. But it still wasn't as fun as just having the big, like same things when we live like ground level here. As you can see, we love it. But like you open the door and neighbors, like immediately. And I love that. And I love my neighbors. And I was told I'd hang out with them, but like, also, like, I got to do stuff. So I'm not always as performative and friendly as you'd perceive me to be, like, the first time meeting me or meeting me out. Or even as 11, if you follow me, you know, I don't put the times I'm, you know, hurting, like, physically or mentally or spiritually out there. Why would you? Like, why would you? Like, I don't want to drag anyone down. I have some pretty raw, honest commentary on most things, but that's just me talking, period. But yeah, I wanted to start there and cascade forward with some possible wisdom on this because it's felt right. I haven't enjoyed not giving the people the gold that they want from me, but it's not like I'm giving them nothing. I give them honesty and authentic, like where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a monkey just to come in when you want a little bump up, you know, or I love if you're excited to see me. Believe me, I love you. I'm excited to see you too. You know, I want to spend time, but just like sometimes if I'm not in the right mode, I guess I'm just at that age now too, where I'm in my 30s where I'm like, I'm not going to fake this right now. Like, I'm not going to lie to you as much as I love you. And if you give me the time and patience, I'll come back to this and we'll have a really great moment together.
Yeah.
But right now, that's just, you know, it's not there to give. And I don't know, I'm fucked up about it, to be honest. I'm like, maybe I should be faking it. I don't think so. It feels
I know.
right.
It's very interesting because we did watch that interview with Robert Greene. Thank you for saying his name a million times so I could remember it.
The 48 Laws of Power, later the 50th Laws of Power with 50 Cent. He's been quoted by Jay-Z. Like, it's just the guy, like Robert Greene, and he does the Law of Seduction, lots of power books.
It's very, very interesting. But in part of the interview was him talking about how when we were kids, we, you know, played dress up. We used our imagination to become what we are not. And when it was time to stop being that, there was no issue. It was just, oh, I was playing, and that's totally fine, and now I'm back sort of rooted in my reality. And he was talking about how in specifically in business relationships, I think he was more so targeting, but he was talking about how like there's nothing wrong with like playing a role or putting on, you know, a mask or whatever, as long as it serves a purpose or there's an outcome, and you know,
And it keeps things
perhaps
jovial.
involved.
It keeps things up. It keeps things engaged in a manner that we all want to serve each other.
Yeah.
And believe me, I'm with that.
But I really do think, I mean, I remember when I had such a breakthrough with my depression because I labeled it for the first time, and then I welcomed it in my being instead of resisting it. Go away. I don't want you. I don't want anything to do with you. You don't provide me any value, et cetera, et cetera.
And you wonder why the buildup happens, and then it takes over. I get so fucking pissed off and lose it. And it's like, because you've been like, every time you feel sad, you're like, you're not allowed.
Yeah. And I feel like that's distracting. I think maybe I just saw your mom and I was like, oh, is that your mom?
Don't worry about it.
I know.
She knows we have a podcast.
Yeah. And I feel like if you're really going to nurture like authentic relationships, like I don't think that Rami would have wanted it any other way.
I told him that later, and when I fed myself, and he chatted with me a bit, and like, you know, I was climbing the emotional scale, and I was self-aware what was happening in my body as it was happening, because you can feel it. You know where your vibration's at. You can feel it. And I've been having a lot of stomach sensitivity lately, and that's definitely linked to some of this like central vibration, like honesty that I've been feeling. But yeah, it was later on, we had some great moments and we caught up, and then I was like, would you have preferred me lie to you? And then he's like, no. And I'm like, because I told you the truth because I figured you can handle it, you know? And he's like, absolutely. Like, he's like, don't ever lie to me. So it was good. It was like, once you have that thing, but I'm also like a special boy. So like I can be pretty honest pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like I don't really hold too much space for small talk. Like, anyway, like I kind of get right to the meat of any feeling in any moment state. That's kind of my job.
Yeah, and also though that's a good